Hi everyone, welcome back to the Woodland Reboot. It's Peter here at the Reboot. It has finally happened, everyone. That composite utility pole is in position. I think that's 65 feet high, and you can see what they did with the old one. They just chopped it off halfway, and I don't know what power or what line is on there. Is that the telephone lines on that cutoff pole there? Let me know in the comments below. Let's go over and have a closer look at this new pole. Remember that big hole that was in the ground? Well, all filled in, and as you can see, that pole's in place, and you can't really see, it's not a huge wire, but it runs down to the other pole there, and obviously I've got electricity in the building, grid connection to the building. They bring in some pretty good sized tracked vehicles to do this work. As you can see, it's knocked down a lot of the vegetation here at the front of the property. It has done a little bit of damage to my laneway here. I'll fix that later. I've got a blade I can put on the back of the Ford 9N. Blue is with us today, as you can see. The one thing I may do also when I have the chainsaw out next is that tree right there. You'll see from another shot just up ahead here. It's within what's called the 3-meter circle that you need around your wires. So, I don't know if you can see, not the easiest thing to pick up, but there are the wires right there, and there's that tree. So I'll probably just knock that tree down, keep it out of the way, and so it's not a headache in future years. Again, heavy equipment. Again, I'll get my blade out, clean this up. You know, if you're going to have a big piece of work done like this on your property, expect that, you know, some tracked equipment's going to come in and move your gravel around a little bit. No problem whatsoever. And let's go over here to the utility pole that I own. So at the top there, we've got a transformer, and the crew that came in and put the overhead wires in place from Hydro Ontario obviously put the meter in place as well. So you can see that. I don't know if you guys can see that. I've got nothing registering right now. I'm drawing very little power, but there you go. That piece of infrastructure all is in place. Power to the mast. Let's head inside. All right, we are in. Let's see with the little flick of the switch here. Row 1, row 2. Now, again, a little bit messy over here in this corner. I am working on a cleanup plan, so I'm going to get this mowing deck out of here and this pile of wood, and hopefully the next 2 weeks. Anyway, this is a first for me here on the Reboot. For example, the power to this air compressor has been, as everybody knows, outside to that generator. Now I have an outlet just over there, and I have an outlet over there, and I'm not so sure which one reaches. Couldn't reach with the plug from the compressor itself, so I've got this extension cord plugged in. And let's hit the go button here. Make sure this is nice and tight. So again, had to turn on the generator outside to run most of my equipment in here, the bigger pieces. It's now all possible, as in any normal shop, to run it off every socket inside the building. Got a plug in the roof right there, if you can see that. And that's going to be hopefully for my radiant heater sticking right out there, or plugging in there, running 20 odd feet down there, putting a little heat in the shop. Outside plug, I've got an EV plug outside, shop lights. Sorry, there's the EV plug. There's a 240 plug, sorry, which is a second inlet down that wall, outlet, sorry. And then over here, shop plugs on the far wall, which is where the compressor is located, and then the shop plugs on the panel wall here. The circuit that handles the outlets on the far side manages the switches as well as the garage door outlet there as well, the motor for the garage door. It's a great day here at the Reboot. I'm thrilled to have this grid power connection finally. No more having to connect generators outside to make things like my air compressor run. So what I'd like to do for the remainder of today, a couple little projects. I'd like to get that garage door opener up there sorted. You can see I've got the rest of my instructions here. All the parts remaining in that box there. And then, if time permits, I'm going to head down the road, pick up the trailer that was having the work done on fixing some of the rusted out, rotted out metal components to the trailer. So let's get busy and see what we can get done for the rest of the day. I've just been over to Eric's. Eric is the gentleman who has the machine shop just down the road, about 2 kilometers that way. And I picked up the trailer. So if you guys remember, this cross member and this cross member were completely rotted out. So those are new pieces of steel there and there, welded in nicely. This is an old beat up trailer. I don't know if you can see it there. Some of these older cross members are sagging quite a bit. So you see I've got that, just that piece of wood in there for just to eye it up and see what it looks like. So you've got quite a bit of sag there, quite a bit of sag there. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm going to just use a wire brush, take off some of the heavier rust, buzz off some of the scale, and then just coat things in a, put a coat of trem clad paint on this thing and then slap it all back together with new planks. Now, in terms of planks, I can buy $200 to $250 of pressure treated wood for the new deck, or I can use this black maple that I pulled out of Eric's bush. It was Eric's bush that I was in getting these logs. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Should I use this black oak? Save me a few dollars. Or do I just go out and get some pressure treated lumber, 2x6 by 12 feet long at the local box store, slap it in here, and then on my way. The other thing I need to do with the trailer is fix this light. It is busted. As you can see, a little bit of tape there holding it together. So that's a project in the coming week, once I either buy the lumber or, as I mentioned, mill up that black oak log. Okay, let's head back inside. I want to try to finish putting together the garage door opener before I leave today. Let's see how far I get. This is the power door lock that'll connect into the system up above there, part of the box. And you've got to drill that out. Use my drill here. One hole there. There's the lock itself. And of course, you can do it manually, but the system is set up to work automatically with the door system itself. So let's continue with the installation of the door opener. Some of you commented on the fact that the cable might become, I don't know, loose, off alignment with this kind of garage door, this parallel wall mounted. And it's actually got a tensioner system that comes with it, monitors the tension and maintains the tension. That's spring loaded on the cable, allowing for it to travel left and right along this bar. So if that works, everything should be okay with the cable system itself. Control panel is mounted and wired up and over to the machine. Sensor down here is installed and wired. As you can see, the green light is on. Wire goes up, around, and connects into the system over there. At this side, this sensor is attached. Amber is the color you're looking for here. Again, up into the system there. Time to read the instructions to learn more in terms of getting ready to open the garage door. Looks like it's working well, everyone. Now, I've not set it to go to the top of the door frame at this time. I've got it opening about to 8 feet. The reason for that, ooh, watch this. Here's the automatic lock kicking in. All right, I am impressed. I was able to wire it. Guys, if I'm able to do this, there are a lot of you out there who might have doubts. Go buy yourself one of these wall-mounted garage door openers. This one's Chamberlain. Fantastic little system. Okay, let me get back to the reason why I've not got it set to open up all the way. When I open it up all the way, the garage door opener will not bring it down. So what I think the problem is that I've got my springs too much in terms of taking the load of the door. So I've got to reduce those by probably maybe half a turn. And then I probably would be able to raise it up to either 9 or 10 feet, and the garage door motor will be able to bring it down. Regardless, at 8 feet, 9 feet, I love it. System's working. Could be a little bit better. I'll fine tune it over the next few days. Haven't used this. It's all programmed properly. I'm going to put this little control in my car, arrive, be able to drive right in here on a wet, rainy day. It's going to be fantastic. Thank you for watching, staying all the way to the end of this video. Please subscribe, like, and share, and look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care.